Welcome to Charles Travels, the podcast where we explore the world's most fascinating destinations, cultures, and stories. I'm your host, Charles, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this journey. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that may not seem directly related to travel at first glance, but bear with me, because it's all about perspective and how we see the world. We're going to delve into the world of art, specifically the work of American artist Amy Sherald, known for her large-scale portraits that challenge our perceptions of identity, culture, and what it means to be American. Her paintings are not just visually stunning, they also spark important conversations about representation, history, and the complexities of the human experience. As we explore Amy Sherald's work, you'll notice that her subjects are often depicted in everyday settings, but with a twist. They're placed in scenarios that are quintessentially American. Think apple pie, vintage cars, and suburban landscapes, yet they're also inherently subversive. By inserting black figures into these iconic scenes, Sherald forces us to reconsider who belongs in the narrative of American identity. But here's the interesting part. While Sherald's portraits are meant to celebrate individuality and challenge dominant narratives, some critics argue that her aesthetic choices might actually flatten the complexities of Black identity. Her signature gray-toned skin, for instance, can be seen as both a powerful statement against racial categorization and a potentially problematic erasure of the specificities of Black experience. As we navigate this nuanced conversation, I want to ask you, how do we balance the desire to celebrate diversity with the need to acknowledge the complexities and variations within any given culture or identity? Is it possible to create art that is both inclusive and respectful of individual differences? These are just some of the questions we'll be exploring in today's episode. We'll dive deeper into Amy Sherald's work, examining how her paintings reflect and challenge our understanding of American culture and identity. So, sit back, relax, and join me on this thought-provoking journey as we explore the intersection of art, identity, and culture. We'll be right back with more fascinating travel adventures on Charles Travels. Welcome back to Charles Travels, where we've been exploring the fascinating intersection of art, identity, and culture in America. Now, let's take a journey across the Pacific to Japan, where a unique phenomenon has been captivating audiences and challenging traditional notions of entertainment. In the bustling streets of Tokyo, a new breed of digital divas has emerged, known as virtual YouTubers or VTubers. These animated characters, often designed to resemble anime heroines, have been winning hearts and minds with their charming personalities, impressive musical talents, and interactive live streams. But can this virtual craze crack the American market? I spoke with Tomohiro Osaki, a journalist who's been covering the VTuber scene, about the global ambitions of these digital divas. The VTuber phenomenon has been a game changer in Japan, he told me. These characters have created a new kind of immersive experience that blurs the line between reality and fantasy. Fans can interact with them in real time, creating a sense of connection and community that's hard to find elsewhere. One such fan is Luigi Galvan, who attended a sold-out concert by VTuber Mori Calliope at the historic Hollywood Palladium Dachshund. "I don't really like most streamers," he said, but then when I discovered VTubers, I realized, hey, I'm actually into this. They look like anime characters. I like anime, so it was easy to get into the VTuber format that way. As I delved deeper into the world of VTubers, I was struck by the creativity and craftsmanship that goes into bringing these digital characters to life. From the intricate designs to the motion capture techniques used to convey emotions and movements, every detail is carefully considered to create an authentic and engaging experience. But what about the actors behind these virtual personas? How do they navigate the complexities of performing as a digital character while still maintaining a connection with their audience? I had the chance to speak with one such actor who shared with me the challenges and rewards of being a VTuber. "It's a unique kind of performance," she said. "You have to be able to convey emotions and personality through a digital avatar, which can be both liberating and limiting at the same time. But when it works, it's truly magical. You feel like you're part of something bigger than yourself, something that transcends borders and languages. As I reflect on the VTuber phenomenon, I'm reminded of the power of human creativity and connection. Whether in America or Japan, people are seeking new ways to express themselves, to tell stories, and to connect with others. The digital divas of Japan's VTuber scene may be a product of modern technology, but they tap into something fundamental and timeless: our desire for community, for beauty, and for meaning. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Charles Travels. Welcome back to Charles Travels, dear listeners. As we wrap up another episode of Exploring the Human Experience, I wanted to take you on a thought-provoking journey through the world of parenting and social media. Today's story might resonate with many of you who have found yourselves navigating the complex landscape of school communities and online interactions. As I have traveled across this great country, meeting people from all walks of life, I've noticed a peculiar phenomenon that seems to be plaguing our private schools. It's a tale of how the beauty and excellence that these institutions strive for can sometimes be marred by the presence of a rather toxic species, the poison parent. Imagine a lush garden, meticulously manicured to perfection, where every flower and tree is carefully nurtured to thrive. But amidst this splendor, a weed begins to sprout, its roots digging deep into the soil, slowly but surely choking out the very life from the surrounding plants. This, my friends, is what the poison parent does in the online world of school WhatsApp groups. With a keystroke, they can unleash a torrent of gossip, rumors, and vitriol, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. Theirs is a world where nuance is lost, and the only currency that matters is outrage. They thrive on chaos, often using their influence to whip up a frenzy among fellow parents, all while hiding behind the anonymity of their screens. I've spoken to educators and parents who have borne the brunt of these online attacks, and their stories are both heartbreaking and enlightening. The poison parent's behavior is not just a nuisance, it's a corrosive force that can erode trust, damage relationships, and even affect the well-being of our children. As we consider this phenomenon, let's remember that our online actions have real-world consequences. We must strive to create communities that are inclusive, compassionate, and respectful, both online and offline. By doing so, we can foster an environment where our children can grow, learn, and thrive without the toxic influence of the poison parent. And so, dear listeners, as we conclude today's episode of Charles Travels, I encourage you to reflect on your own online behavior and its impact on those around you. Let's work together to build a more empathetic and supportive community, one that values kindness, understanding, and respect. That's all for today's Charles Travels. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, keep on traveling.